Another type of WSS site you can create in SharePoint is the meeting workspace. Meeting workspaces can be used during every meeting stage, and they're designed specifically for organizing meeting materials and facilitating meeting planning and follow-up. Just an example, before a meeting, you could use a meeting workspace to collect and organize meeting documents, create the agenda, and track and manage attendees and their responses. During the meeting, you might use the workspace to access those materials being presented, track action items, and log decisions perhaps. And then after the meeting, the workspace might be used to publish minutes from the meeting, add any follow-up materials, and track the progress of those action items. There are several templates for various types of meeting workspaces, 5 in all. But let's start by checking out the typical layout of a basic meeting workspace. Meeting workspaces have their own layout, different from other types of sites in SharePoint. What is the same, though, if we go up to the very top, is that you still have, at the very, very top, the global links bar. We talked about that in a previous lesson. It remains constant no matter what sites you display. And then down below, we've also got this title area, and we've got our navigation bar. These are also the same as we saw earlier in team sites, document workspaces, and wiki sites. But what's different is the page list. So you've got tabs down below representing the pages in your meeting. Now the first page is always the home page, which references the default page of the site. If I just go back from this basic meeting workspace and check out a different one called Marketing Meeting here, this is a multiple meeting workspace, and you can see I've got more than one page. And I can always get back to the default page, the home page, by clicking the Home tab. So I'm going to move back to my basic meeting workspace. That's my user conference kickoff meeting. And talk to you about this area here, the content section. Like those other sites we discussed earlier, this falls below the page list in a meeting workspace, and it's laid out to display the elements being made available through the selected site page. So right now we're on the home page, and you can see I've got a section for objectives. Here's where I track my attendees, any agendas that are being used for the meeting. There's even a document library where I can keep track of all of the documents for this meeting. So you can see here in my content section, I've actually got a left and a right-hand zone. Now, I can also create meeting workspaces using templates for a blank meeting, and where I'd have just an open area for the content. Decision meeting workspaces are also available. Social meeting workspaces. We saw multiple meeting workspaces a minute ago. We've also got recurring meeting workspaces. All of these templates are available when you create your meeting workspace. We'll look at them a little bit later on. They're all slightly different in layout, and they're tailored to the type of workspace that you've chosen. So when we start creating subsites a little bit later on, we'll dive deeper into the templates for a meeting workspace.